is a question you've probably asked yourself, and it's one of the most asked questions in the Project Money competition. Should I pay down my debt or save more? Here today is Project Money coach Emily Merck with the answer. And this is relevant not only for Connie, whom you're coaching, but really for all of us. And you hear this question a lot?
Yeah, absolutely. The first question when you're putting a financial plan together, kind of where do I start? What do I do? So number one, do you have credit card debt or other unsecured debt out there? With Connie, we took a look at that. She had some credit card debt, not a substantial amount, but she wasn't happy with it. So that was the first thing that we started working towards.
That was the first question. And so I actually put a list of these 4 questions you have for people so you can kind of take a look at this. The other questions you say people should ask revolve around savings and some goals and debt issues.
Yeah, so with Connie, she has already met her first goal of paying off her credit card debt. So,
wow.
Yeah, good for her. So next we looked at her emergency savings that she has set up. So that's the second question, do you have an adequate emergency savings of 3 to 6 months worth of expenses? So right now we're working towards that for her. She's very close. She's going to meet the goal by the end of the contest, so very exciting.
For her.
Yeah.
So these questions, are they listed then in priority? So you would pay the high interest first.
Right.
Then do the emergency savings. And once you finish those 2, then what are the next things you look at?
Yeah, the next thing, just what other goals do you have once you're comfortable with that savings? Do you want to go on vacation, get a new vehicle, a new home, any of those goal type things, and start saving towards those next.
And one of the things you can do on Summit is make a bucket for vacation savings or some other savings, and then you can put money directly in there.
Yep.
And then if people have all of those goals, then they're thinking about asking themselves, what is debt doing to hold me back? Is that the last question?
Yeah. So if you have a goal to retire within a certain time frame, but you want to have your mortgage paid off first, then by all means start focusing on that debt at that point. Think of any other thing that debt may prevent you from doing. And if it's preventing you from doing anything, really focus on it when you have your other savings goals met.
Now, when you're looking at your budget, should you still be putting money both in savings and debt reduction, or do you put all the extra money to the credit cards first?
Definitely credit cards first. It's important to have an emergency savings. However, you are typically paying so much more in high interest rates that if you get rid of those first and just don't have to worry about them, you can really focus more on that savings
and then put the money in savings.
Yep.
Okay, it is a great question. A lot of us try to figure out what to do with that money. So Emily, thank you so much. We appreciate it. If you would like to follow the progress of the 4 local Project Money teams as they compete for 10 grand, go to NBC15.com and click on News Links. We'll be right back.